Offset react to Cardi B getting mad at the fan who threw the water on her, and she spazzed out and threw the whole entire microphone. That microphone weighs like 10 pounds, and she chucked it right at the girl who was like down on the ground floor, and Cardi B on the stage. So she got some altitude on her. When you throwing something down at somebody, it's gonna hurt way more, man. So when it smacked her in the face, they rushed to the hospital and everything to make sure she was okay. And they told Cardi B to go backstage to cool off for a second. You could see that Cardi B was visibly upset, and she instantly FaceTimed Offset and told him, man, I'm done with this tour thing. You need to be right here with me. You should have jumped down there and took care of this, man. The security was lacking because they thought nothing was going to happen because it was a girl show, but they forgot that being a rapper is the most dangerous job out there, one of the most, and that people got so close to Cardi B. And so now this girl who got hit in the face wasn't even the one who threw the water. Allegedly, everything alleged for entertainment purposes now. What we hearing is the fact that Cardi B might have hit the wrong girl with the mic, because the girl who threw the water, she was to the left side, the other girl was to the right side. So she might have aimed and hit the wrong person, but they saying that she threw the mic as hard as she could, and it was going like 100 miles an hour going. It was no time for nobody to duck or nothing like that, and it was too late. By the late time everybody turns around and the lady's holding her eye, she's holding her face. And that's why the security had to clear the way so that they could take her to the ambulance to get everything wrapped up. She might have sprained something. And now the video went viral all over the internet. Everybody watching the video of Cardi B throwing the mic. You could see it. She got caught in 4K. So now people want to know what's going to happen. Is this going to do anything between her and Offset? Is this why they keep getting into arguments? Is this what it's like when she's at home and fighting with Offset? Does she throw things at him? And people want to know, is the girl who got hit with the microphone going to do anything? Because is it technically self-defense since the girl threw the water first and Cardi B threw the mic? Like, she could have been in fear of everything like that. But basically, it's not an eye for an eye, man, because the water didn't really do nothing to nobody. But the microphone, that's an electrical unit and it's heavy. That could do a lot of damage. You might need facial reconstruction, and it's a spinal incident, you know? And basically what's going on is that now, since everybody's seen that, they going back online to talk about Cardi B. They saying, look what Cardi B just did. I told you she wasn't no regular. Look at what she's doing, man. This is why all these issues keep happening around Cardi B. All the beef she got into with the girls who was low-key might have been messing around with Offset behind Cardi B's back. People was even talking about how Offset was cheating on Cardi just a couple weeks ago. And they just went live to fix their whole entire relationship. But then she must have been agitated or something because somebody made one wrong move and Cardi B snapped. So clearly she already has something on her mind, maybe from what Offset has said to her before she went on stage, before she went on the tour. He said, you know, whatever he said maybe made her on edge. And as soon as somebody started messing with her, she started cussing. A lot of people were saying that, you know, they didn't want to mess with her. They didn't want to get cussed out by Cardi B or nothing like that. So they left her alone, and the security didn't want to be in the way. So when that girl came up and threw the water, that was the first person who tested Cardi B. And she was like, ooh, if Offset was here, she would have jumped down into the crowd and the New York out of her would have came out. She might have whooped that girl right in front of everybody on national TV. And all of this happened while they was at one of the clubs on tour, on vacation to a vacation hotspot and on the Vegas Strip. And this is how she shows out. So now everybody probably scared to go to the Cardi B show because they don't want to get a microphone thrown at her, thrown at them. And this whole microphone throwing turned into a meme. It's almost like when people throw their flip-flops at you or something like that. When your mama come in with the belt, that's what Cardi B looked like. And she was sitting there. She was taunting her. She was sending more messages at her. She was yelling things from the stage like, yeah, I got you. So what you gonna do? I bet you won't do nothing. And she was really testing the girl to see if she was gonna react more because Cardi B wasn't done with the situation. She wanted to duke it out in the parking lot. She wanted to take this outside and catch a fade with her or something like that. She shouldn't have never threw that thing at Cardi B because everything was going fine up until that point. So the more you mess around, the more you're going to find out. Let me repeat it again for those in the back. The more you mess around, the more you're going to find out. This girl came up, she messed around, she found out she wanted to play stupid games and she won stupid prizes. There's no reason for you to go up to somebody and try to throw water at them unless you're trying to get smacked upside the head. And that's exactly what happened. Now, the thing is, it's an unfortunate situation. If it is true that the wrong girl ended up getting hit, then we gonna end up hearing a lot more from this, and there might be a whole situation where Cardi B gonna be back on the headlines and everything like this. I encourage nobody to do nothing like this. Don't act out at concerts. You're supposed to be holding your composure. Also, on the professional side, man, as soon as that girl threw that water, Cardi B should have got out the way, got off the stage, because what if somebody was getting ready to throw another thing and Cardi B was right there exposing herself? While she threw the mic, she gave away her only chance to defend herself, and somebody could have threw some more water on there. So as soon as anybody tries anything to these performers, they should just go ahead and get off the stage. The security handle it. Don't try to talk back to the people. Don't try to sit there, cause a scene. Everybody's filming this. Don't try to throw anything back down into the crowd. That's dangerous. You're not going to be able, you're putting a lot of people at risk just by throwing that microphone or anything really down from an elevated position. That's where a lot of people is going to be actually vulnerable to get whacked in the head, because you higher up than them. So the only thing that's close to you, the closest thing to you, is their heads. And this is why you shouldn't be throwing things, especially like don't throw rocks out the window. You know, those kids that try to throw rocks at cars on the side of the road and all that prank stuff. The more you mess around, the more you're going to find out in the real world. People ain't kids no more. They need to stop throwing things. So that goes for the girl who threw the water. It also goes for Cardi B. I know Cardi B trying to just, answer back. So clap back at her real quick so nobody says that she didn't do nothing and that she, held her own or whatever like that. But you got to let the security handle it and everything, because then that's a bad look on her. Now the girl could be, now the wrong person get hit, and it's a whole nother situation from that. So we want to send the condolences to the person with Cardi B. We want to send condolences to who got hit with the microphone, and the lesson learned for that girl who threw the water, because they still looking for her, and people gonna find out. They got the footage from the DJ on stage. They got a whole entire view of all the Instagram stories from everybody that was at that club. And now Cardi B might not even want to come back anymore and everything like that, because she don't want to be around all those fans, people in the crowd. They're having a good time. They might be getting way too lit and mess around and do something stupid. And, the rappers, they don't got no patience or nothing like that. Like Cardi B's from the hood, so she don't got time to play these games with people. She don't got time to mess around. She's trying to go up there, perform, but all of her fans, all of the people that came to see her, they're getting way too lit. They're letting loose. They on vacay. They blowing their money. They feel like they could be able to do whatever they want because they spent all this money to see Cardi B. A lot of people spent $1,000 a ticket just to go in there to see Cardi B. The drinks was like $500 a cup, and it was the small cup, like the small little water cups. And so people are like, man, I spent all this money. I want to be able to go and see the show. And so maybe that's why the girl threw the water at Cardi B, because they was charging $250 per water, because the girl didn't even want to get any more, spend no more money. And a lot of people got mad because of these overpriced, inflated prices to go see all of these rappers and celebrities that they idolize and look up to, when they end up getting the mic thrown at them and they throwing water at them and everything like that. So you got to show some more class, show some more respect to the venues and dignity and everything out there. Don't be trying to cause no trouble when you go out. And this is why you can't bring nobody with you. The people that brought that girl with them, they didn't even want to have nothing to do with them and got wrapped up and caught up into her actions and everything like that. And this is why you can't trust nobody at all. So at the end of the day, everybody learned a lesson from this, and we're going to figure out what's going to go happen and moving forward from it, and Offset, and see if he respond back to what goes on, because for a fact that Offset and Cardi B already had issues and everything, and now another thing happened to put them in the headlines. So you're going to see how they react from this, if they can actually bounce back. And maybe they're going to make an apology to the girl that got hit with the microphone. And maybe Offset, Cardi B might get back together. Let me know what y'all think about it.